Welcome back. Well, we are excited to be featuring our newest segment, Felipa's Flicks, today.
Well, we spoke with Felipa on this week's Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice Awards and how they could affect the Oscars. Take a look.
I'm here with Felipa Solis for the first installment of Felipa's Flicks, where we're talking everything movies. Is that right, Felipa?
Everything movies and more.
So cool.
Felipa Solis is a renowned film critic. She was also used to be a KTSM 9 News main anchor, but
and reporter and being on the field and everything. And I'm also a voter for the Critics' Choice.
Exactly. Good that you mentioned this. The season of awards has started. We had the Golden Globes. We just had Critics' Choice Awards. Now, I want to talk about how is this indicative of what is going to happen at the Oscars?
Well, it gives you kind of a perception between the Golden Globes, the Critics' Choice. It gives you kind of a perception of where voters are going to be headed. The critics, all of my winners were coming into play, and with Oppenheimer as pretty much the #1 film, followed by Barbie, because Barbenheimer did it everywhere.
The Barbenheimer was expected.
It was absolutely expected. But I always felt that Killers of the Flower Moon, which is one of the most important films of a generation, and this year, was going to get a nod of some sort. It happened at the Golden Globes with Lily Gladstone winning for Best Actress in a drama. But it was kind of between her and Carey Mulligan, who was so fantastic in Maestro. Maestro seemed to have lost a little bit of its oomph when it first came out. But it was a big surprise when Emma Stone won for Best Actress across the board for Poor Things. She's magnificent. It was also very surprising with respect to Best Actor, because Paul Giamatti is wonderful, especially when he's directed by someone like Alexander Payne, who did so beautifully with him exactly 20 years ago with Sideways. Him winning for Best Actor across the board, superseding Cillian Murphy.
That was a big
Oppenheimer.
surprise.
And even Leonardo DiCaprio in Killers of the Flower Moon. I was really surprised.
Oh, Mary.
I had you guys stuck with babysitting duty this year. How'd you manage that?
Divine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers, who won Best Supporting Actress, was kind of across the board. I think she's going to go home with the gold when it comes to the Oscars. And the same with Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer. Although when you see Killers and you see Robert De Niro at this very golden stage of his acting career, what a performance. I feel like Cillian Murphy will win the Oscar. I really, really do. And I think that now for Best Actress, it might be up for grabs.
Okay, so lots of things are in the air, a lot of unexpectedness here. So it's going to be exciting for this Oscar season. And Felipa, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in for the first installment of Felipa's Flicks. And stay tuned for next one, because we will be talking about some of the films that got kind of left behind in the process, and maybe some that weren't such favorites.